I almost got in a fight at the Unk Bowl for rooting for the Steelers. In honor of Thursday Night Football tonight, me and my cousin went to the Bengals-Steelers game last weekend. Yes, the Steelers lost. It sucked. Great football game, but yes, it did suck. But this is my biggest pet peeve about football fans. I've been to a lot of different NFL venues. This specifically happens in Cincinnati. If you root for a team and the other fan roots for their team, that's not being rude. That's not being obnoxious. That's not even talking shit. That's just rooting for your team. And at this game, it's a whiteout, okay? And we're in the Miller Lite fan deck because my buddy has a job that hooked us up with tickets. So during the game, this dude is obnoxious all game, talking shit, screaming, fuck the Steelers, fuck Pittsburgh, all this shit. On the last drive, the Steelers get a stop right before they took the lead. Obviously, the Bengals came back and won, but right before they took the lead with the Freiermuth's second touchdown. This dude, when I'm going crazy that we got to stop and got the ball back, this dude turns around. And I wasn't saying anything but except for like, let's go, let's fucking go, let's get the ball back. Like, we're super hyped. Like, we got a chance. Like, and me and a few others, it was like 3 or 4 Steelers fans celebrating. This dude turns around, mind you, been obnoxious all fucking game, turns around and goes, you know what, man? It's one thing to cheer. It's another thing to be obnoxious. And I try to hold my breath for about 2 seconds. I look around, but I see even other Bengals fans are looking at me like, did this dude really just do this to us? And I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. He's in all black, an all black Jamar Chase jersey and a black flat bill. And I go, dude, you wore all black to a whiteout. Shut the fuck up. And he goes, all right, bro, you got a problem, come down here. And I was like, nah, bro, you talking shit to me. If you got a problem, come up here. Dude was not about that action. And I'm not even saying I'm a fucking hard ass, okay? But when a white ginger dude trying to act like Eminem is talking shit, you would be ready to fight too. So that was just one of the funniest moments I've had in an NFL game. And it was so funny because after I said, like, dude, shut the fuck up, you wore all black to a whiteout, all the Bengals fans were like, yeah, that was funny as fuck, and like dapping me up and shit. So that was one of my favorite. But that's also just like, that is why Cincinnati will never get respect in the AFC North. Like, they're just notoriously little brother. Everything from the football team to the fan base. Like, did they beat us? Do they beat us sometimes? Absolutely. But they're just not, they're not AFC North ball. They'll always be little bro. I mean, you know, that's just what it is. I mean, and now that we're talking ball, on a serious note, like, to all my Steelers fans out here that say they want Mike Tomlin fired, I'm a huge Mike Tomlin fan. Always have been. I think the toughest thing for me with the Steelers is it does feel like they're just stuck on a loop. Like, no matter who the roster is, no matter who they have on the team, they lose those games like that on a Thursday night, or they choke in the first round of the playoffs, or they have 3 or 4 bad losses and they end up 10-7. Like, I'm not dissing Mike Tomlin. I think he's a good coach. I know a lot of people are blaming Terrell Austin, and I don't know ball like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. But, like, you look at the team that they have right now, like TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Rodgers. Like, I know a lot of those guys aren't what they were in their prime, but, like, those are guys that have football knowledge. And that's one thing, like, I think it's crazy in the media, guys like Colin Cowherd and people like that who talk shit. It's like, bro, you probably didn't even make your JV football team. Like, it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't know ball. And I guess that's always my biggest thing when I see all this shit on social media and all the radio chatter and, like, fire Mike Tomlin or this player sucks and all this shit. It's like, I'm sorry, but, like, sure, we can make a comment, be frustrated as a fan during a game, but, like, we don't know shit about football, right? Like, we don't fucking know shit. So for us to talk about the guys that are at the top, like, if they're not turning on their coach or turning on each other, then maybe the issue is not the coach. Maybe it really is the players and the execution. Or maybe it is a defensive coordinator. Maybe Terrell Austin is the problem. You know what I'm saying? But I feel it. There's a lot of teams, I think, like Pittsburgh, Green Bay. There's a lot of teams that are just kind of stuck in that football purgatory where they're like, it's like the middle of the road. Like, you're not bad, but you're not elite. You know what I mean? And that's the thing with the Steelers is, like, I love the Steelers. I've always been a diehard Steelers fan. But, like, I know for a fact, like, I think we're a really good football team. I don't know if we could beat the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if we could beat Detroit. You know, so it's just like I see both sides. Like, I see the complaints about Mike Tomlin and stuff, but it's like, do we really have is there a better option out there? I personally don't think so. And I think it does suck right now. Like, it's a head scratcher to finally see the offense being so good and efficient, but our defense now is awful. I don't get it. It's the most painful thing to watch as a Steelers fan, because the defense for the last 5 years, everyone's been like, bro, if we could just get a quarterback, like, God, the defense is so good, so solid. If we could just get a quarterback. And now our defense just gave up, 142 yards to the worst rushing offense in the league, and we let Joe Flacco torch us with slant routes to Jamar Chase and fly routes to T. Higgins. It's just like, were we not prepared to stop this? Like, is this real life? Is this really happening? So, and again, I don't know ball, so maybe there was something more. I don't know. I shouldn't say I know ball. I'm a fucking baller. But when it comes to football and the schematics and all the deep, detailed stuff, I don't know ball like that. But I'm just shocked. I'm sitting here like, was it a matchup thing, or did we really just get outcoached by Zach Taylor and the fucking Bengals? I don't believe that. But, I don't know. I just I'd love to hear any Yinzers that see this, any Steelers fans in general. I would love to hear the comments about what we think of Coach Tomlin, because I feel like it's the social media fans that are like, fire Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin. It's like, Mike Tomlin does have a winning record every year. I don't care what people say about that. Like, ask the Browns or a Jags fan or any of those poverty franchises if they would like to have a winning record every year and be in contention for something every year. You know what I mean? I think we get spoiled as Steelers fans because we do have a good team every year, and the expectation is you don't lose and you're going to go to the Super Bowl. But unfortunately, I just feel like they're stuck in a weird cycle. And I'm not even blaming Mike Tomlin, but there is a weird cycle where it's like, start out, few good games, terrible home loss early in the season, awful divisional loss on the road, usually on a Thursday night. It's just like, it does seem like the same recipe every year. It's like, if this team with Aaron Rodgers and company are healthy and they go 11-6, 10-7, and they lose in the first round of the playoffs, I'm going to be like, fuck, maybe Mike Tomlin is the problem. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. I would just be curious to kind of see the thoughts from all my Pittsburgh people out there. And no hate to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's a really fun city. I just think a lot of your fans are pussies. And they can't handle, like, that's my biggest pet peeve in sports. Like, the whole fun of it is the friendly banter back and forth. And I know there's a line. And trust me, everybody walks that fine line, right? But, like, at the end of the day, to get that upset over football fans in general, to get that upset about guys who don't even know you exist and don't even know if you're in the stands watching is so fucking stupid. Like, you're an adult. You're a grown man. If your whole life is dependent on your team winning on Sunday, and people can say I'm a fake fan and shit, like, trust me, I love the Steelers, and I've been pissed off all week that they lost to the Bengals, but I'm not going to let that affect how I treat people or impact me living my own life. Like, that's just sad. That's pitiful. So that's my spiel on football talk today. But yes, that was one of the funniest things ever. And that dude was not, like I said, Ginger Cracker Eminem was not about that action. He literally ran out of the stadium afterwards. I'm not even saying I'm a big guy. I just knew, like, I totally called him out. And it was so funny to get dapped up by Bengals fans who were like, that was so funny, dude. You were funny. Like, you know what I mean? So that was one of my favorite moments I've had in an NFL stadium in a long time. But yes, Joe Flacco. Just something I trust more about Flacco than other quarterbacks. Flacco back there in the pocket. Just something about Flacco you just trust. Talks to Tom.